Counts up to 3 and 4.
If Kirkland can get up, he's going to fight. He's always going to want to fight. He's never going to give up.
But his legs are not there. This time, I don't think he's getting up.
Wow.
Is he?
Sitting on the ropes and shaking his head is not how he wants to end this fight, Ellis.
Oh! Crawford gets him!
Welcome back to Heavy Jabs, the only YouTube boxing channel where reality bites harder than a Canelo left hook and satire packs more punch than Terence Crawford's uppercut. Before we dive into today's debate that's hotter than a ring girl calendar, Crawford's flawless 41-0 record versus Canelo's extensive, possibly passport-destroying experience, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because you enjoy quality boxing news. Relentless banter and occasionally witnessing egos get jabbed clean out of the building. So here we are, the internet's favorite finger-pointing argument. Who really has the better resume, Terence "Bud" Crawford or Saul Canelo Alvarez? The answer, much like most boxing scorecards, will likely leave half of you fuming, demanding a rematch, and hurling your phones at the nearest wall. Strap in. This goes long, wild, and is sprinkled with insights you didn't know you desperately needed. I'll keep the joke steady, because let's face it, if we took all boxing debates too seriously, half of us would be living in anger management clinics by now. Let's open the book, starting with Terence "Unbeatable Till the Sun Implodes" Crawford. The Omaha native possesses a record so clean, he could probably use it as a mirror to fix his hair pre-fight. 41 fights, 0 losses, 31 of his wins coming via knockout, meaning Crawford knocks out more people than most boxers even have cousins to call for advice. But wait, the magic isn't just in his numbers. His journey spans 3 weight classes, gobbling up world titles like a Pac-Man with sponsorship deals. If championship belts were a currency, Crawford wouldn't need boxing purses. Just toss a belt at the cashier and buy the store. The man is a 4-division world champion, a 2-time undisputed king at light welterweight and welterweight, and most recently, another crown at super welter because apparently he likes collecting things. His biggest name wins? We're talking Errol Spence Jr., Amir Khan, Kell Brook, Sean Porter, Jeff Horn, Ricky Burns, Julius Ndongo. You know, the guys Google keeps suggesting you search for when typing, "Who did Crawford humble next?" What's the word on his resume's quality? Critics, usually Canelo fans desperately hanging on, argue that Crawford hasn't faced enough big names, like titular legends with Hollywood biopics, or at least a cameo in Creed 3. Let's be real. Every time a new elite fight is up, the universe conspires to prevent it. Matchmaking politics rivaling the drama of a Mexican telenovela. Yet, Spence Jr., regarded as a monster, got gradually dismantled. Sean Porter, known for bullying opponents, left the ring looking like someone swapped his gloves for marshmallows. Crawford was so dominant, you could argue he retired half these guys and gave the other half an existential crisis. If you think beating undefeated fighters isn't elite, maybe you're subscribed to the Flat Earth Society. As for Canelo, the experience is practically overflowing. His passport, if you find it, should be in the Boxing Hall of Fame. From Mexico to Las Vegas, from super lightweight to light heavyweight, building an empire, one victory at a time, all while looking stoic enough to be mistaken for a statue during stare-downs. Canelo's resume reads like the guest list for a celebrity boxing gala. Gennady Golovkin, more times than some people change their socks. Floyd Mayweather, who, let's agree, spent their whole fight moonwalking out of trouble. Sergey Kovalev, Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, Daniel Jacobs, Callum Smith, Miguel Cotto, Amir Khan. If you're looking for variety in opponent style, ethnicity, or preferred haircut, Canelo's resume has it covered. Not only did he win titles in 4 divisions, but he became the first undisputed super middleweight champion, beating Caleb Plant and collecting more belts like he's on some elaborate scavenger hunt. Where critics raise eyebrows is in the nuances. Maybe he caught some adversaries post-prime, like trying to catch a selfie with a retired boxer while reminding them to flex. Maybe he lost decisively to Mayweather and controversially to Golovkin. But let's be fair, if dodging punches counted as cardio, Canelo and Floyd could open a chain of gyms together. Some say Canelo's resume is padded, full of elite opponents, yes, but sprinkled with Saturday night snacks for showcase fights. But remember, only the bold step up in weight, hunt bigger prey, and then win. When Canelo moved up to light heavyweight, knocked out Sergey Kovalev, and returned with his reputation upgraded, it was like watching Rambo take a spa vacation and come back stronger. Boxing nerds love a good debate on resumes, so let's spice things up. Canelo has spent most of his career fighting in and out of natural weight classes. He's been booed and cheered on 5 continents, sometimes in the same night, and has possibly spoken more languages in post-fight interviews than most UN translators. Crawford is focused, undistracted. The man shows up, knocks out your favorite fighter, then updates his Instagram. Never lost, barely scratched. Maybe his biggest flaw is that he's just too good. His match is too clinical, opponents too overmatched. Canelo's biggest flaw? Maybe chasing legacy occasionally means chasing fighters past their best before date. But at least the man is willing to roll the dice and fight anyone who's breathing and legally sanctioned. Let's talk drama. If resumes were awarded based on soap opera content, Canelo's management and promotion drama would rival Game of Thrones and the politics of the NBA free agency. He's had lawsuits, failed drug tests, cue the saga over contaminated beef, beefs with organizations, and public spats with ex-trainers. Crawford, meanwhile, seems to have more legal battles with promotional companies than with boxers. You'd be forgiven for presuming that a boxing resume, in the modern era, should require a law degree to understand all the contract disputes. So who really has the better resume? If you're obsessed with pure, unblemished records, with clinical and complete dominance over every single opponent, then Crawford is your man. The man hasn't lost, barely dropped a round, and most nights looks like he's taking opponents on scenic tours of boxing pain. If you're all about climbing every mountain, fighting every style, winning titles like you're collecting Pokemon, then Canelo is king. He's faced legendary boxers, survived controversies, and has come back for more like he's playing a never-ending championship mode. Here's a knuckle-deep insight for you. Resumes don't just tell us who you punched, but where you punched, when you punched, and whom the boxing gods allowed you to punch. Crawford's resume is a masterpiece of consistent, evolving destruction. Canelo's looks like a blockbuster series with ups and downs, rivalries, revenge, and enough drama that HBO could make a season 2. One is a clinic, the other is chaos. If they were movies, Crawford would be a high-budget action thriller with perfect choreography, and Canelo would be an epic saga, slightly messy but unforgettable. Let's not get it twisted, though. Both resumes are more decorated than Oscar night, and both men have achieved what generations dream of. Arguments will always rage online. Was the competition stiffer for Canelo, or are we overrating his victories against aging fighters? Did Crawford simply run through lesser talents, or did his opponents just have the misfortune of facing pure technical brilliance? As with all things boxing, the answer is maddeningly somewhere in the middle, straight up with a twist of satire. For every person who points at Canelo's victory over AGG, there's another who reminds you Crawford made Errol Spence Jr. look like he stepped into the ring after running a marathon with bricks strapped to his ankles. Here's what insiders rarely tell you. Resumes in boxing are weird things. They're judged as much by what you didn't do as what you did, haunted by the fights that didn't happen, and colored by public opinion louder than a Tyson Fury entrance. Canelo has the edge in sheer volume of big-name opponents and the drama of title hopping. Crawford has arguably the cleanest path. Dangerous fights, definitive wins, proof that there are levels to how you dismantle adversaries. Now, for those of you who somehow survived this heavy jabs roast, congratulations. You're now more educated, more entertained, and slightly more indecisive than ever before. Both resumes are outstanding, but perfection and courage dance to different tunes in the boxing world. So next time you're at a boxing party and the debate flares up, throw down this knowledge. Crack a joke about Canelo's hair choices or Crawford's ice-cold focus, and confidently explain why both men deserve their place on boxing's Mount Olympus. If you enjoyed that breakdown, jump into the comments. Let's see who's got more loyal fans and better comebacks. Like, subscribe, share with your boxing buddies, and tune in next time when we break down which boxing promoter is most likely to survive a real-life Royal Rumble. This is Heavy Jabs, keeping your boxing fix sharp, comedic, and absolutely undefeated.